Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Awesome, awesome. So I'm just finishing up a game box here today. I just had to swap out some of the colors because they didn't quite look like orange. So I'm just finishing that up. I just have to change out a few more button colors here so that all looks pretty. Welcome everybody to the live stream. I just got this finished up, built inside of here. Again, like I said, I'm just swapping out some button colors because these didn't quite look like orange. There. I think I have one more over here. All right, there we go. There we go. Just to kind of show you guys the inside of the game here, what I've done so far, I can kind of show you. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so just to kind of show you, I can show you the inside of here. Sorry, give me a second, guys. So just to kind of show you, there's kind of the top view. i7 4060 in here. Obviously, our 2 terabyte boot drive and our expansion things are in there. But there's the inside of there. Like I said, it just finished everything up inside of here. To kind of give you guys just a look inside. But yeah, there's hardly not enough space. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to fit another big drive in there. So I don't even know how that's going to work once we do have more drives, or how we're going to make that work yet. Yeah, she's jam-packed. So I got everything, like I said, down and in here. Got everything set up. I did the BIOS settings already. Got all that done. So now it's just pretty much from here. I'm just going to be doing final programming and things like that. This is just a very basic. He's not getting guns or anything like that. So it's just going to be, I think, Xbox controllers. Yeah, Xbox controllers, and then he had a spinner. So yeah, I'm gonna get to final checking this here. Let me know if you all have any questions. I'll change the camera angle here too, so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll end up, because you guys don't want to see that, probably I can just maybe kind of shut this. I'll just probably end up bringing it up on my phone so I can see what you guys are all saying here. Bringing it up on my phone so I can see what you guys are all saying here. All right. Change the view, the angle. I don't know if you guys, is that kind of a good angle? So you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, see the screen a little bit. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, Rob, the pony ears, I believe, is behind me, ready to get quality checked. So I'll be getting that sometime today, and get that one done and out of here. Scared the crap out of me, dude. Bastard. Well, you woke me up now. If I wasn't awake, I'm awake now. I'm just gonna screw. Well, actually, I gotta go get the license and things like that too.
Oh, well.
So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab the chipset for the motherboard. One thing on this, I'll have to adjust some of those things. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna adjust the display right away here. And I'm gonna have to grab the driver for it. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Again, I'll try to answer them the best that I can. Where's my keyboard? Oops. It's not what I was trying to do. Why is that coming up as shift? There we go. H510 Pro, H510i Pro Wi-Fi. That's the motherboard that's in this one. This was actually a game box that was built like 2 years ago, and I basically had to put in a different processor and things like that. I basically had to rebuild it. I guess I'll get the audio too. Device manager. I'm just curious if there's any like errors that came up. Looks like it didn't. So again, like I said, I'm just updating the drivers. Hopefully you guys can kind of see everything. Later. Wi-Fi driver. And now too, I think moving forward too with our upgraded computers, we're going to have 32 gigs of RAM in our upgrade computers, and then our base will have the 16 gigs of RAM. Yeah, so this has HAP trackball, IL joysticks, spinner. Yeah, sorry. This is just gonna take a minute because I'd like to do all this stuff first before I get into like doing any programming or anything, things like that. I'm actually gonna go get. I know I typically don't have to go get this graphics driver either because I think David usually has the newest one on here, but I'm just gonna go get it anyways. I think there was one that just came out. Yeah, let me can't speak right now. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. That's what I was trying to spit out. Anything I can look up for you guys, any games or anything else, just let me know. Or let us know. So I think that's done. Yep, we're done. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get into like the games and things like that. Like I said, I'm just downloading all these drivers first before I really get into everything else. There'll probably be a couple more steps. I'll do the Windows activation and things like that too. So maybe when this driver is downloading and things like that, I'll go grab a Windows activation, get that done, and then I'll restart. And then probably have to come back here, do a few more things. Since this is 2 years old, I'll probably have to go in iPack settings, change the button layouts on that. This doesn't have a shift function, so I have to make sure that that's all working. I think some of it is set up, but I think it's set up for Manhattan because that was what was in here when I opened it. I'm going to do custom because I'll do a clean install next. So yeah, while this is doing this, I'm going to go grab that Windows activation. I'll be right back. All right. I got my Windows activation. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait for this to finish up. I'm just gonna pick up here a little bit, you guys, just because this is a mess for me working on this game box. I'm just gonna kind of pick my area up. I think I'm gonna need that. Alrighty. Yeah, this needs to hurry up here. I'll hang on to that. There we go. Come on here. There we go. Sorry guys, just a little bit longer. I can show you guys kind of here. I have another RGB trim machine waiting too. Those have been kind of the ticket that people are getting lately is our gloss black RGB trim. So for anybody that's in here that hasn't seen one, there you go. There's one. This one actually has a Battleship style box on it too with the control panel. This one's running Gunfire IR on it. I think this, what does it have here? Our upgraded computer package, RGB buttons, and he actually added enter and exit button on his panel. Rob the Ponies is, you can kind of see sitting back there as is getting ready for quality check-in so he can get his machine. And then we're going to have Ultimate Pedestal coming up too. That is going to be a Rick and Morty Ultimate Pedestal. So that'll be pretty interesting. We're going to be having our first Megacade XL with a Battleship style panel and box coming up too as well. So you guys can kind of see everything there. Yeah, it's not bad, man. Not bad for doing that on your own. I could never do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not like artistically inclined like that and drawing. Looks pretty darn good for doing it yourself, though. All right, there we go. So again, I'm just going to restart the machine. Yeah, that's about it, bud. Yeah, that's where I'm good, is at the technical stuff, doing the wire management. I love building the machines for everyone. So again, sorry, not too much happening at the moment, you guys. I know. Like I said, just give me a minute. I'll get into more of the programming and kind of cycling through games and things like that. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So when I first started, starting to do programming things, I always just start all the way up at Arcade Classics. But I'm actually going to go back to the desktop, do a few things first before I get to this part. I'll do the Windows activation. First here for everyone. I'll end up putting the Windows activation in and then probably restart one more time. the most stable of the games. As far as like stable, what I mean as far as like running well. I imagine that's probably what you mean. I mean, the newer games run fine too. We did fine tune some of our graphics settings, and I think that'll help a lot with some of the newer games too. And that's what I'm going to kind of get into too here a little bit, just adjust a few things in the NVIDIA settings. But first, I'm going to do this Windows activation quick. Oops, I must have missed. Oh, missed us. Thought I typed that in. Why? Okay, yeah. Oops. Yeah, something got messed up here on me already. NV. Some of the characters. What is going on? Is my keyboard? I think something's up with my keyboard. Why are 8? Yeah, something's like up with my keyboard. Why is it doing that? It's like my keyboard is in like a shift function for some reason. A stuck button? What is going on here? Oh, my keyboard is crapped out, or what's going on here? All right, let me answer some of your questions. I don't. Something's going on with my keyboard. Yeah, I mean, your MAME Arcade Classics is a good place to start. I don't know if you're getting. I can't remember if you're getting Xbox controller. Yeah, you got Xbox controllers. So all your Xbox controllers and all that should already be set up for a lot of your emulators. Your guns, your Gun for IR, I think you have. Yeah, Gun for IR guns. All your Gun for IR guns will be already all pre-set up for all the IR gun folder. So I mean, a lot of the stuff that you're gonna go into is already gonna be pre-set up with your controllers and everything like that. Yes, we do wraps as well. PB, I don't know what you're saying, Rob the Pony Air. I don't know what that means. Let me try this again. Yeah, like what the heck is going on here? Awesome, dude. Awesome, Dizzy. Yeah, because this was just working. There we go. Yeah, my shift is like stuck or something on my keyboard. That's what it is. Say. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. And now we have Windows activated. Yeah, we do, Dizzy. We have, I don't know if you've seen or looked on our website, but yeah, our biggest is our Megacade XL, which has a 55-inch TV in it, 55-inch LG TV. That's our biggest machine as of right now. And I don't think they're really going to get much bigger because if we go any bigger, they're not going to fit through standard doorways. And that's what we were trying to still accomplish, is trying to make them fit through doorways for obviously easier moving purposes. If we would do anything bigger, then it would have to be a 3-piece. But I think the 55, you guys, is like the perfect. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's kind of right in between. Obviously, a little bit bigger than your 50-inch, which is our standard Megacade. But again, like I said, I think it's like perfect because we actually add two more inches to the panel too on our 55-inch. So you're standing a little bit back farther, which makes it feel really comfortable. So I'm just gonna stick my my Windows activation in here. So I'm just gonna glue that down. Yeah, I don't know where you're located, but we're out of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, pretty much central Wisconsin. That's where we're located. So again, I'm just gluing this in here, the Windows activation, just so it's obviously in here. So if anything were to happen, you have that Windows code to reference back to. So now that all that is done, yeah, I'm gonna fix a few graphics settings, things like that. I'm gonna get into here. So I'm just gonna start here. He's not getting guns. I'll probably have to change the iPack settings. I'll go into Device Manager. We disable Bluetooth because that interferes with emulators. Ah, crap. Disable. And then, well, with this being a game box, I'm just not going to disable HD audio, just because for game boxes and pedestals, especially game boxes, they have these little speakers in here. I mean, it's nice to have the sound in these if if you don't want it, but I know a lot of people like to have better sound, so I leave this enabled for game boxes. So obviously, if you have like a sound bar or things like that hooked up to your TV, you can still have that nice audio through your TV. So I won't disable that on this. So right now, like when I'm at the desktop, obviously like Big Box isn't running. So yeah, our front end is Launchbox. So I don't know if any newcomers are here familiar with that, but that's what we use for our front end. Launchbox with Big Box. Launchbox is basically where you can get in and add games and program and things like that. Big Box is the pretty front end, which that's what we run out of. And you'll be able to see that in a second. I'm just gonna, like I said, fix a few things first. Because I'm gonna have to fix the control panel because this was running our old stuff, which had different inputs. I think no, maybe not. No, it's running the same stuff. I'm wrong. Never mind. So all this is already looks like it's done, and that's my problem. That was probably my problem this whole time. I do have a stuck button. And I actually have this. That's why I was having issues with my keyboard. I just had that connection in the wrong spot. There we go. Yeah, it does run the same inputs. Okay. I thought it ran different inputs for some reason, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah, so yeah, like I was showing, when I was showing you guys over here, yes, this is the Ultimate Pedestal shell. And this one is going to have Rick and Morty artwork on it. So I'll kind of show you guys again. So here's the shell of the Ultimate Pedestal. So here's like a side of it to kind of show you. So then if you come to the front, obviously your box and, sorry about the camera, box and panel will sit here. Your speakers will sit in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. A 28-inch active marquee sits inside of there. And then there'll be tubes that run up. And then you'll be able to mount a TV. Just to kind of show you guys. What's going on with that here? I gotta get the TV. Sorry about the camera again. I just like to try to get kind of everything in the camera picture so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Yep, so you can hook up Wi-Fi to these guys. There is, I think, a few things in here where you actually can play other people. Megacades. I don't remember what they are specifically. I think there was Fightcade, I think was one. And I think there was a couple other ones. I can't remember. But we have Steam on here. We have the Xbox Game Pass on here. So, yeah, you can log online and be able to bring your Steam stuff in, your games in. I mean, you can do all kinds of things with this as far as like getting custom with it. So, but yeah, I was just double checking on my button mapping there for the iPac stuff. I'm just going to check, make sure the defaults are all good as far as the mouse clicks, which I think that's all set up right. It looks like my player 1 should be my shift, which it is. So I should be good to go. I shouldn't have to mess with anything. The only thing I'll do is I'll just save this iPac settings just in case if something happens with the iPac or whatever, you can go back and re-bring that in. So I'm just going to do a save as, and then I typically put, when I do my iPac stuff, I'll put it in the tools folder. And then typically I'll just name it, I'll get rid of this. This is just for the test control panel, but I'll get rid of that and then I'll actually change this because this is an iPac 2. So I'm just going to change this to a 2. There we go. And I'll just save this. So that way you have a backup of how it's mapped out on here. So that'll be one thing I did. I did all this. He's not getting guns, so I'm not going to mess with the gun stuff. Next is going to be, I'll go into NVIDIA here. This will be the last thing I'll mess with for now. And then I'll launch you guys through Big Box for everyone that hasn't seen it yet. There's just a few things that I changed in here. I leave everything pretty much the same. I don't like to mess with too much stuff in here, but I like to have low latency, the Ultra. This monitor has G-Sync capability. Actually want to select my graphics card for that one. Power management, I'll put the performance. And this, I think I leave to quality. That's what we did. Quality, and then all of that stays like that. Yes, I'd like to save the changes. I'll apply that. There we go. I'm just going to change this to my graphics card. Apply. Last thing, yeah, I'll use that. And then that's all I do in there. So yeah, we should be good to go. I'll do one more restart, and then we should be ready to rock. I think I'm gonna do quick is I think there's a couple Xbox controllers in here. I'll just remove those because I'm gonna end up putting new ones in. I just like to get rid of devices that aren't gonna come up. So yeah, I'm gonna do a start, power, restart. And we should be able to get into it here now. So for about the last, 10 minutes here, 10, 15 minutes, we can kind of cycle through Big Box and things, go into a few games. So again, like I said, I'm just doing a restart. And we do have a backup of Launchbox and Big Box, and we do have a tutorial on how to do that if you guys get a corrupted error message. So here's your Arcade Classics. This guy's got a spinner, so I'm just gonna go in and make sure that that spinner's in, and then go test some games with that, and then I'll kind of cycle through here. So yeah, this is the front end, you guys. Yeah, like David said, yeah, you could do a backup of your own drive. Here. I'm gonna go get a couple controllers. So I just went and grabbed some controllers quick. So yeah, just like you guys kind of seen, if you just leave this thing run, it'll cycle through games and different systems, different file folders. So it's kind of cool that it'll kind of cycle through things if you just leave it up and running. I'll go into Classics. And then if you hit your Player One coin, that brings this menu up on the right. And then from here, this is where I like to just open MAME up from here. And then I'll go into my general settings just to make sure everything is configured into here. Pretty much everything is, besides sometimes your spinner and your Tron. This is a 2-player iPack, so I typically run the spinner right into the iPack. So it should just already be pre-set up, but I'll just double check, which it is. So there shouldn't be anything I really have to mess with. Oh, the other thing I gotta go do is I gotta actually go change the code for the trackball. That's what I have to do, because this is a different iPack. So I'm gonna go do that quick, and then I'll come back. Just because my trackball isn't gonna come up as number 1. So I actually gotta go change the number in there in the programming, so my trackball will come up as 1. So I know my trackball, I know the number for it. So I'm just gonna go in and do it. I know it's 0420, typically is a 2-player. But if we wanted to check quick, I mean, we can go into settings, devices and printers. And if you actually click on your iPack and bring up properties, hardware, and then properties again, details, and then I'm just looking for hardware IDs. So yeah, PID is 0420. So I'm just going to input that into our stuff here quick. So for instance, like MAME, I'll go on in, I'll do it. I'm just going to change this line quick. And I'm just going to grab this number here. Yeah, I'm just going to grab this number, copy, and then back the emulators, and then I want to put it in Golden T. So trackball will come up as 1 in Golden T. Because otherwise, if I don't do this, the trackball could possibly change the device ID, and we don't want that. I mean, I could do it for my AR guns, but that's just a gun folder. That would typically just be for your guns. But since this guy isn't getting guns, I'll just put this in here. I'll just do it in here too, just so it's in here. Probably don't need to put it in here either, but I'll just change that too. So that's like good to go. Those should be the only things I have to put it in. I shouldn't have to put it in anything else. Everything else should be set up. So here, I'll relaunch this. I think it's a 3-inch. I don't remember off the top of my head what our trackball is. I don't know if David's listening. He could probably tell you. Or 2.5-inch. I think it's a 2.5-inch trackball. I'd have to go get a box, you guys. I don't remember off the top of my head what the size is. Three-inch trackball. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with the size that we use, you guys. It's been a while since I've actually had to build a panel. Okay, yeah, so there's your answer. So it's a 3-inch trackball, you guys. So again, my classics was pretty much already all set up. I'll just go into maybe like Arkanoid quick here, just to make sure my spinner's working, and just to test that it's in and working. So I'm just going to go down to Arkanoid. I think I'm almost there. Yeah, right here. So just go in here quick. This is where you can test your spinner. Yeah, and this one might, if you guys can hear it, like you guys can hear, I got to clean this. Because like I said, this machine was sitting for 2 years. So like typically these are really smooth and don't really sound too rough, but I'll clean this up. Yeah, if that's what you're hearing, because it says sand sound and feel. And typically RGB, I mean, we use all the same trackballs, you guys. It's just the lighting is different from underneath. So we just light these from underneath. So like this one's just a clear trackball and it's backlit from underneath. Just like our RGB is the same thing. We use the same trackballs and they're just RGB lit from underneath. So I'm just going to coin up. So yeah, typically when I test, I'll play a session till I die. That way it gets a full test. I like to go in and test newer games as well. Make sure that stuff is running good. And typically if they have guns and everything like that, we'll go in and test all that stuff, make sure all that's working really well for everybody. Like I said, we'll make sure all the programming is set up. If you order your guns and controllers from us, you guys, again, like everything is already pre-set up and ready to go. Besides if you want to change your button configurations to a certain way, and you'll be able to get in there and do that. And again, we have tons of tutorial videos on our YouTube channel for all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm not too good at this game. Yeah, this is why we like to do our live at lunch, you guys, is for everybody to kind of see our system, kind of see what we do. You guys can get in here and ask questions and things like that, and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. We love doing this for you, for everyone. So I'm going to maybe test the four-way game too, just to make sure my four-way. We could do like a Mr. Do. No problem, Dizzy. So let this stream go for a couple more minutes. I know I said that we're going to end at 1. I'll just let it go for like a little bit longer here, just so you guys can see some of the gameplay, things like that. I killed myself. I'll probably just end up finishing this game out, you guys, and then ending the stream from there. Thanks, everyone, again for joining. Like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Yeah, this is one of David's favorite games. It's definitely a fun game to play. Kind of reminds me of Dig Dug, too, in a way. Ah. Oh. Yeah, right. I gotta tighten this four-way, too. It feels loose. The ball top on it, anyways. Yeah, like I said, I'll just end up finishing out this game. I died. There you have it. There's Mr. Dew. There, he'll have me at the top of the leaderboard for this game for now. Oh, I put my last initial wrong. That's all right. There you have it. There's Mr. Dew. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. I'm going to end the live stream from here. So hopefully everybody has a good rest of the day, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.